This may be one of the hardest truths to hear. Most people don't regret what they did in life. They regret what they didn't do, especially when a spouse passes first. After years, sometimes decades, of partnership, love, and routine, the silence left behind reveals painful lessons too late. But here is the good news. Experts say many of these regrets can be avoided if we face them before it is too late. Losing a spouse is one of the most devastating experiences a person can go through. According to psychologists, it ranks at the very top of the stress scale, more difficult than divorce, illness, or even financial ruin. For older adults, the loss doesn't just take away a partner. It changes daily routines, health outcomes, and emotional stability. Studies even show widowhood increases mortality risk in the first 6 months. Yet beyond the grief, something else rises: regret. Seniors often look back and say, "I wish I had done this differently." Today, we'll explore the 5 biggest regrets surviving spouses report, why they hurt so deeply, and most importantly, how to avoid them so your later years can remain peaceful and fulfilling, even in the face of loss. 1. Not talking about finances early enough. Money is often avoided in marriages. Maybe one partner managed the bills while the other stayed hands-off. But when death comes first, the surviving spouse may suddenly face unpaid debts, hidden accounts, or no access to passwords and important documents. This financial confusion adds unnecessary stress to grief. How to avoid it? Experts recommend having an open financial conversation now. Share account details, insurance policies, wills, and burial preferences. Creating a clear financial roadmap not only eases burden, but provides security when one is left alone. 2. Not saying, "I love you," enough. One of the most heartbreaking regrets is emotional, not practical. Survivors often say, "I wish I had said it more." After years of routine, couples sometimes stop voicing their love, assuming actions are enough. But when a spouse dies suddenly, silence weighs heavily. How to avoid it? Never underestimate the power of small words. Say, "I love you," daily. Express appreciation for the ordinary: meals cooked, doors held open, the comfort of companionship. Love spoken is love remembered. 3. Avoiding hard conversations about death. Many couples don't want to think about loss. They avoid discussing funeral wishes, medical choices, or even the reality of mortality. Yet when one partner dies, the survivor is left guessing. Did they want cremation or burial? Did they want aggressive treatment at the hospital or peace at home? These unanswered questions can torment the grieving. How to avoid it? Sit down together and talk openly about the end of life. Write it down. Clarity turns fear into peace. Instead of adding guilt to grief, you'll know you honored their true wishes. 4. Not building a life outside the marriage. A lifelong partnership often means shared hobbies, friends, and routines. But when a spouse passes, many seniors discover their entire world revolved around that one person. Loneliness becomes crushing because there are no separate hobbies, no social circles, no independent joy. How to avoid it? Begin cultivating individual interests now. Join a group, pursue a hobby, build friendships outside the marriage. Far from weakening your bond, it strengthens it, because you'll both know that life can continue meaningfully even if one goes first. 5. Not traveling or creating memories while you could. Finally, one of the most painful regrets: waiting too long. Many couples put off trips, bucket list adventures, or even simple date nights. They say, "One day when we retire," or "when we have more money." But when a spouse passes, the surviving partner often says, "We never went, we never tried, and now it's too late." How to avoid it? Stop waiting for the perfect time. Take the small trips, capture the photos, make the memories. The joy of shared experience is priceless and becomes the most comforting treasure after loss. The psychological impact of regret. Why do these regrets weigh so heavily? Psychologists explain that regret combines grief with self-blame. It's not only the pain of losing someone, it's the pain of knowing you could have done things differently. Unlike grief, which softens with time, regret lingers unless addressed. That's why experts encourage preventive action. Talk, plan, express, and live now while you can. The hard truth? Here's the sobering reality. None of us knows who will go first. But what we do know is this: love left unspoken, plans left unmade, and lives left unlived will hurt far more than death itself. Regret doesn't come from loss alone. It comes from silence, avoidance, and delay. To recap, the 5 biggest regrets surviving spouses share are: 1. Not preparing financially. 2. Not saying, "I love you" enough. 3. Not discussing end-of-life wishes. 4. Not building individual lives. 5. Not creating enough memories together. Each one can be prevented with courage, openness, and presence. The message is simple but powerful. Do it now. Speak love now. Travel now. Plan now. Life doesn't wait, and neither should you. If you're married, share this with your spouse today. Use it as a starting point for conversations you may have been putting off. And if you're already widowed, share your wisdom in the comments. Your story could help someone else avoid the regrets you've carried. Remember, a happy later life isn't built on chance. It's built on intention.